What's going on, guys? ChillisFM here, taking a look at the Crunch update on Froslass in the Great League Remix Cup. And you might be wondering, why Froslass, Chillis? Like, isn't there other Pokemon? Doesn't Froslass already have a good move pool with Avalanche and Shadow Ball as charge moves? Well, now that Crunch has a 30% chance of debuffing your opponent's defense, I think that it might be even better than Shadow Ball for Froslass. Now, you do lose the same type of attack bonus, but I mean, that debuff can be absolutely crucial. So we're going to be taking a look at some of my favorite battles from the day. I did play this team for 3 sets and I went 13-2 with it. So the team definitely felt strong, but was it because I was running Crunch on Froslass? Well, that's what we're going to talk about. So you can see here, I was up against a Go Bad lead. I swap into my Froslass and they bring out a Whiscash. So now I'm going for some crunches to try to get that defense drop. I did not get the defense drop on either of the 2 crunches I threw. A little bit unfortunate. I am now going to let them take out my Froslass because I didn't think I could farm them down and I didn't really want to give up my second shield anyway. So now I can come in now with Cough Egregious, and if they come back in with Golbat, I'll be close enough to the Shadow Ball to do some massive damage. But instead, they come in with Credillia. I'm going to build up close to 100 energy and catch now on my Obstagoon. What did I catch? Is it a Stone Edge? No, it's a Grass Knot. Still does a ton of damage. And now they're going to come back in with Golbat. I'm going to go straight for the Night Slash. This will put them into Shadow Ball range that Cough Egregious can deal with them. So they're going to be CMP tying me. This will be a Poison Fang. No reason for me to shield my Obstagoon because of the counters are double resisted by Golbat, and there was just no way I was going to be able to take this thing out. So I'm saving my shield in case they were able to reach the Shadow Ball. They weren't there, but I can just go for my own Shadow Ball to definitely take out this Golbat. All they have left is the Credillia, able to make it to another Shadow Ball. Is this enough to one-shot Credillia? It is not. Credillia is fairly bulky, and yeah, I definitely should have just gone for double Dark Pulse since Dark Pulse is the cheaper move. It's fine though. I can definitely eat one move from Credillia and then I can make it to the Dark Pulse here, and this will be enough to take out the Credillia. That's going to be a GG's. Well played to my opponent. Crunch didn't really come in play there. However, I was able to spam them out more quickly than I would have been able to spam Shadow Balls, and having that chance of debuff I thought was very nice, very convenient in that matchup. Alright, looking at the next one, up against a Froslass lead. That's a good lead for Obstagoon, not a great lead. Froslass actually has some play against Obstagoon. Going to be going for the Night Slash here. We'll see if they're going to give up a shield. They are not going to give up a shield. That's fine by me. I am not going to shield either. I'm at the next Night Slash. If they throw this, I mean, I'm CMP tying. They'll have to give up a shield if they want to survive and try to get to another one. We'll see what they want to do. Are they going to preserve their own Froslass? No, they're not going to. They're going to go ahead and go down and farm me down with a Dragalge. But I have a good answer for Dragalge. I'm going to be doing super effective damage with all my Ice type attacks with my Froslass, and they're going to be throwing an Aqua Tail. So the Aqua Tail doesn't do too much, but you can see these Dragon Tails are definitely starting to add up. So I'm going to go for the Crunch bait here because it seems like they're scared of Froslass in the back. We do get the shield and we get the defense drop. Let's go! Alright, so these Powder Snows should be doing quite a bit more now. Now, it does only drop defense by 1 stage, so I'm not going to be able to farm them down, but I'm able to get them very low and then bank a move and swap into Cough Egregious. So they're going to be coming in now with a Excadrill. I can shield up whatever the Excadrill throws. They're definitely going to be able to get to 2 moves before I'm able to get to 2 moves, so I will have to eat 1, but Cough Egregious is pretty bulky, so I'm not too worried about that. I bait with the Dark Pulse, I do get the shield, and now I can go for the Shadow Ball. They're throwing here. How much will this drill run do? Let's find out. It does a lot. It puts me into the red, but I do survive, and now I'm at the Shadow Ball. This will be enough to take out the Glassy Excadrill. All they have left is this Dragalge, and look at this. Able to Shadow Claw them down, and that's because of I got the defense drop before and the Powder Snows just did that much more. So that's a beautiful thing to see. So far, Crunch actually looking pretty good. All right, so into the next one. Up against a Shadow Nidoqueen lead. They're going to be answering my Cough Egregious with an Alolan Mug. So I have absolutely no chance of flipping switch here. Going for the Shadow Ball just to do maximum damage, but they will be getting to the Dark Pulse, and this Dark Pulse will nearly take out my Cough Egregious. So they're going to be able to take me out. I'm going to come back in with my Obstagoon as quickly as I can. And I'm going to be committing to the farm down. Now, to do that, I'm definitely going to need to shield once, because if this is going to be a Sludge Wave, and after they land the Sludge Wave, I might be in Dark Pulse range. So good shield on my part. They don't even get to the Dark Pulse. That's great. I'm at the Hyper Beam, so if they come back in with the Nidoqueen, I can threaten it, but I'm going to actually bait with the Night Slash. A little bit of a risky bait, not too risky, and we get the shield anyway, so that's great. I'm going to let them debuff me here, and then I'm going to swap into my Froslass. Let's see, do they have a second answer for ghost types in the back? Yeah, they do. They have their own Obstagoon. No reason for me to go for Crunch in this matchup. Going straight for the Avalanche. If the Avalanche lands, then I can go for Crunch next time. But they do actually give up a shield, so that's fine. I'm going to no shield. I don't want them to boost and then be able to land the Night Slash on me. And yeah, so they don't boost anyways, but now I'm able to make it to the Avalanche. This will put the Obstagoon very low, but it will not take them out. And they're actually going to commit to the farm down. So this Obstagoon has quite a bit of energy. I try to sneak a counter through. I'm not able to. That's not great. I have to shield here. It is the Cross Chop, but they don't get to a second one. Can I get to this Hyper Beam? Yes, I can, and this right here is why you run Hyper Beam in the Great League Remix Cup. Boom! Get beamed, Nidoqueen. You love to see it. GG's. Well played to my opponent. So Crunch, not helpful there, but Shadow Ball wouldn't have been helpful either. Shadow Ball would have actually been even more resisted, so... Alright, jumping into the next one, up against a Toxicroak lead. That is terrible for my Obstagoon, and they tried to catch an Avalanche on their Dugong. I'm going straight for the Crunch here. Let's see, we actually get a shield and we get the defense drop. That's great. However, remember the Powder Snows are all double resisted, so flipping switch is going to be very difficult here. I go for the next Crunch and I get a second defense drop. Oh my goodness. Does Froslass actually have a chance of flipping switch here? So I'm going to go ahead and eat whatever they throw here. It is the Icy Wind. I'm going for another Crunch here. These crunches are starting to add up, and I'm able to spam them out very quickly with Froslass, and we get a third defense drop. Oh my goodness, that cannot be normal. I'm actually about to go buy a lottery ticket after landing 3 in a row. That's insane. Going for another Crunch here, and I think if they give up their second shield, I should be able to get to another Crunch. But they actually just decide to go ahead and go down. They're going to come back in with Froslass, farm me down, but I can now bring in my Cofagrigus. I have this aligned how I want it to be. They can only throw Mud Bombs at me because Sludge Bomb and Dynamic Punch are of course both resisted, and they're going to be bringing out Lapras. So I have a great answer for Lapras with my Obstagoon. They're going to be throwing a Surf here. It will definitely hurt from a Shadow Lapras. Shadow Lapras does hit pretty hard. But it's fine. I can go for the Night Slash. This will put them pretty low, plus these counters are definitely adding up. And at this point, I realize I don't really need to take out this Lapras. If I can get them to farm down range and farm them down with my Cofagrigus, that's even better because then I'll have energy to deal with that Toxicroak. So I go ahead and let my Obstagoon go down. I didn't even throw my Night Slash, farm down, and in comes, of course, their Toxicroak. Toxicroak is of course going to be throwing these Mud Bombs. Now Sludge Bomb technically does do more damage, so since I shielded that, if they wanted to go Sludge Bomb, they definitely could. But I can go for the Dark Pulse here. It's resisted, but they're low enough that it should KO, and I'm able to make it to another Dark Pulse. This will, hello game, this will take them out. That's going to be a GG's. Well played to my opponent, guys. We needed 3 defense drops from Crunch, and we got all 3. Oh my goodness, like that's incredible. So Crunch definitely saved the game there. No way I would have been able to flip switch with Shadow Ball. All right, moving into the next one, up against a Voltorb lead, and they're going to be catching this Night Slash on a Dragonite. I have a hard punish for Dragonite, going to be able to bring in Froslass and just farm all the way down. They don't even get to throw a move. That's beautiful. I have an Avalanche ready to go for this Electrode. I was expecting them to throw immediately, but they did not. They did sneak a Volt Switch through. That's fine. They're still going to have to throw, or else I will be able to get to another Avalanche. So they're going to be throwing here. Let's see, do they have Dark Pulse, or Foul Play rather? Yes, they do. They take me out. I can come back in now with my Obstagoon, and they're going to be able to throw a Discharge. I can't shield this. I'm not going to. It will not one-shot me. It's fine. I'm going to be able to get to the Night Slash before they get to another one. Let's see if they want to give up a shield here. More than likely not. Oh, they actually do. So I make a questionable play. Since I had 2 shields advantage, I decided I'd come in with Cofagrigus and just load up on energy, but they could definitely make it to a second foul play and get both shields off of me. Still, in the back, they have a Toxicroak, so I'm going to be able to go for the Shadow Ball. This is going to nearly one-shot Toxicroak. Boom! I'm able to find them down. Toxicroak also not able to throw a move into me. Man, this guy is struggling. Able to make it to the Dark Pulse now. This will take out the Voltorb, and that's going to be a GG's. Well played to my opponent. Alright, jumping on into the next battle, going to have Obstagoon up against a Nidoqueen lead. Not a great lead. I'm going to be immediately swapping into Cofagrigus, and we'll see what they want to answer with. Now, they stay in for a little bit to get some energy on Nidoqueen, but because they were so slow, I should be able to win switch against this Ampharos. And I'm a fan of Great Lead Ampharos. I don't mean disrespect, but yeah, that slow switch is definitely going to cost them. I am going to have to give up one shield here, because they did overfarm, and this could be the Dragon Pulse, and it's just the Thunder Punch. That's fine. I can go for my Dark Pulse here. They have to shield if they want to get off their next Thunder Punch. They do go ahead and give up a shield, and they throw immediately. So I know it's just a Thunder Punch at this point. No reason for me to shield. I'm going to no shield, and then I should be able to just Shadow Claw down. I'm almost at another Dark Pulse. Let's see what they want to come in with. They come in with an Abomasnow, and I messed up. I thought I was going to get to Shadow Ball at the same time, but no. I needed one more Shadow Claw to get to the Shadow Ball. So I did waste all that energy, but it's okay. I'm able to align my Obstagoon on Abomasnow. They come in with Nidoqueen to hit me with this Poison Fang, but it's not going to KO me. I bank the Night Slash and I swap into Froslass. Now, if this is an Earth Power, so be it. It will not one-shot my Froslass, and it's just the Poison Fang. So I'm able to overfarm, go for the Avalanche here. This will take out this Nidoqueen. They are saving their shield for the Abomasnow, but I can go for the Crunch and potentially get the defense drop here. Looking for a defense drop with the shield. Do not get it, but that's fine. We're able to get them pretty low with the Powder Snows alone. Now, they have a lot of energy. I'm not going to shield this, but like I said, I have a Night Slash ready to go on my Obstagoon. This will nearly take them out. One more counter after that, I believe. Yeah, that's all I'm going to need. So that's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. The Crunch didn't really benefit me. I could have just gone Avalanche, but it didn't really hurt me either. So nice to have that chance of dropping their defense. Alright, so looking into the next one, up against another Electrode lead, guys. Electrodes are everywhere right now, at least for me. And they're going to be throwing a Discharge immediately. Did not build up to the Hyper Beam. If you are this Voltorb, then definitely build up to the, or I'm sorry, this is Electrode, build up to the Hyper Beam. That way you can at least threaten a shield, but whatever. I'm going to be going for another Night Slash. This must not have been CMP because they would win CMP, and they're going to be trying to overfarm and going for their next Discharge. I can shield here. Since I got a counter through, I was pretty confident that I could just counter down. Am I able to? Yes, I'm able to. Actually, it wouldn't have mattered if I got the counter through or not, because I would have been able to take them out in the middle of their next Volt Switch. Anyways, able to throw a Night Slash into this Empoleon, and that was not a waterfall. What is this Empoleon running? Is that Scratch? What? I don't know what Empoleon even has. It's not the right move though. They can go ahead and hit me with the Hydro Cannon. I don't really care about that. At least they are running the right charge move, building up to 100 energy or close to it and going for the Dark Pulse. This will be enough to take out this Empoleon, and in the back they have a Hypno. So I'm going to go straight for the Shadow Ball. Yes, Dark Pulse probably would have got me the shield, but I wanted to guarantee the shield. That way I can come in with my Froslass and see how much a Crunch will do against this Hypno. Now, Shadow Ball, I'm pretty sure would one-shot from this range. Crunch, a little bit disappointing, but we do get the defense drop, so I guess there's the trade-off. I'm going to no-shield whatever they throw, even if it's the Shadow Ball. Since I got that defense drop, I can just Shadow Claw down with Cofagrigus, so I'm not going to show anything. I'm just going to save my shield for next game. Just going to flex a little bit. So yeah, Shadow Ball definitely would have been better there, but it still worked out with Crunch, I mean. So moving into the final battle, up against a Poliwrath lead. So someone trying out the new moveset of Scald, more than likely. Now, I didn't think that they had enough energy, to be honest. I'm going to no-shield, but man, they get to Scald very quickly, and it does a ton of damage. So I'm going to be staying in. They tried to catch on Registeel, and I'm going to be, of course, going for the Crunch here. Do I get a debuff? That would be nice to see against Registeel, since Registeel is so bulky, and they are resisting all my Powder Snows. But no debuff on the first one. Able to get to a second one. Do I get a debuff on this one? No debuff. But I do at least pressure them to throw before I get to a third Crunch. So Crunch being a little bit more spammy did help out here, just a little bit though. Able to come in now with my Obstagoon, go immediately for this Night Slash. I don't want them to get to a Focus Blast if I can prevent it, and I am almost able to counter down, but I decided to go ahead and snipe with Cofagrigus just so I can get ahead on energy, knowing what they had in the lead. I wanted to be ahead on energy. So they're going to be coming in now with Cresselia. I'm going for the Dark Pulse bait. They do have 2 shields. I figure they're going to start using them at some point. Yes, there's the first shield, and they're going to be thrown here. I'm going to go ahead and match shields on this first one. Hopefully it's a big move, but no, it is the Grass Knot. Now I'm going to be going for the Shadow Ball. Let's see if they think this is just another Dark Pulse, which they would survive. No, they actually showed the Shadow Ball. Good shield on their part. But I'm going to call the bait here. I'm expecting another Grass Knot. No shield on my side, and it is the Grass Knot, able to easily survive. Now they make a very great catch onto their Poliwrath. So this is resisted, but I can overfarm by a little bit and then come in with my Obstagoon. They have to throw Dynamic Punch to KO my Obstagoon, and that's going to use up most of their energy. So now I can commit to the farm down. They will get to 1 Scout, but Scout's not a cheap move either, so I know they're not going to be able to get to 2. I can commit to the farm down, have a Shadow Ball ready to go for this Cresselia, and Cofagrigus definitely wins CMP against Cresselia. Cresselia is super bulky, and this will KO, and that's going to be a GG's. Well played to my opponent. Alright guys, so I've had a lot of fun trying out Crunch on Froslass. I think that is a viable moveset in the Great League right now, especially in the Great League Remix. Now, is it better than Shadow Ball though? I think it's a little bit situational. I don't think it's going to be better than Shadow Ball all the time, but I do like the surprise factor of being able to get there a little bit more quickly. It's going to be able to hit those Psychic types and Ghost types with super effective damage when they're thinking that you're only going to be throwing an Avalanche. Alright guys, that's going to be it for today. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, this is ChillisFM reminding you to always keep pushing forward.